What's going on, Minecraft and YouTube? My name is Preacher, and we're back in Bedrock. Yay! All right, so we've been hanging out. I actually built me up a little AFK spot right here. We've been hanging out, just kind of running around our base area right here. I've lit up a couple more caves and done a couple of things, and we are running desperately low on our wool. Now I've been trying to get way more white wool. I need it for a project that's coming up real quick, and so what I've been doing is I've been coming over here taking just a regular pair of shears, and you can tell I bred up a few of these in the backyard, and I've been running around, and it turns out that putting the moss on the ground for decorations inside of the sheep, the auxiliary sheep trimming area probably wasn't such a great idea. The grass is it's not growing like it should be. Which of course makes the sheep not eat and then not grow their wool as fast. But we're gonna make this bigger. We're gonna make this bigger. But enough about the wool farm. Let's go over here. I got another project. I fed a panda and some bamboo, and he is. Oh, there's another one over there. Is that two of them? Is this one? This is the one that's been staying. There's another one over on top of the hill. I've been waiting for that. There was two over here. I fed one. By the time I ran over here, the one just despawned. And so let's see. If I give him a little. And if I give this one a little, they'll hang around forever. Let's talk about, all right, so we got the wool farm going, and we're going to be using that white wool and some of the grays and stuff like that there for a big project we got coming. But we got to give this thing time to work. So instead of just running around here sitting and doing nothing, let's try to be a little bit productive and try to get some things done. So what I've done, I brought in just a infinite water system. What I want to do is I want to create like a water thing going on right here. All right. Which means our little panda, he's going to have to get out of the way. But I want to dig this thing down a little bit further though. I don't want it just sitting up here at the top. I want it kind of nestled down in the bottom of the hill here. And so there is another cave. There's a cave system right there. And I actually went down in it and lit it up, and it's there's actually another rail system down there. So not the same rail line, abandoned mine shaft that we found down there, but a completely different abandoned mine shaft over here on this side. So let's lure this panda out of the way and let's get started. I'm going to do a little bit of digging, and I'll come back whenever we got some progress done. Okay, so we got a little water thing going on here, okay? But this is not the final form or anything like that. All right, I want to build this thing up a little bit bigger, a little bit better, but I want to add some function to what's going on here, okay? And so what we're going to do, I haven't got it completely worked out yet. I'm just going to be completely honest. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to nestle it down a little bit down into the hill right here. And I want to build a sugarcane farm. Okay. I want to build a sugarcane farm right up in this little thing right here. And I want to have it kind of nestled in here. And just so that kind of like the face of it pokes out, but like the top of it will be covered in like some grass and be overgrown, kind of like almost like a hobbit hole, but yet kind of a little bit more growed up in the front, and something like that. I don't exactly know yet. Okay. I'm kind of playing this one by ear. We were supposed to be working on stuff with the wool, but I need to get a video made, so we're not doing that. We're going to end up working on sugarcane farm. So, anyhow, all right, let me work on this. It looks a little different than what it did. All right. You could see from the last clip that we were struggling with that flying machine. And now the first flying machine was the basic flying machine from Java Edition. And now this that second flying machine was a tutorial that I had watched, and it didn't work. And then I was like, I'm done with that. I'm going to make my own because clearly these things don't like to work. And so what I've done is I went, and if you didn't see the video from Friday, I went and made me a custom flying machine. It's nobody else's design. I made it so that I could get this whole entire thing to work. And basically I just strong armed the thing. I mean, this is a strong arm. No, like there's no way this thing's going to break. Okay. Cause it's basically forced. Okay. Yeah, I've separated everything with the repeaters, adding delay where I need to add delay so that everything happens when it can happen and just when it can happen. So basically what we have is here on the starting side, we have the observers over here. They're going to observe. They got 3 pieces of sugarcane that they can observe. And when these 3 pieces of sugarcane grow up, they send a signal through here. This is the only difference in this farm versus what's on the tutorial. Is this signal right here comes in around the side and is not connected right here. In the farm in the tutorial, there's another piece of white concrete right here and a repeater sitting right there that sends the signal automatically back to, so it sends the flying machine backwards and forwards automatically. We don't want to do that here. We want to send it when the sugarcane is ready or has grown. So we're pulling the signal from these observers over here. Let's go ahead. I tell you what, while we're standing here, let's go ahead and see if we can't get the flying machine to operate, and we'll get to see it work. Grab me a piece of sugarcane. All right. So here we go. There, we got everything takes off. There goes the flying machine. Now that actually sends the mine carts down here for the first trip. They will take off and they fly down here after the flying machine. Now the flying machine down here works automatically. As soon as it docks, everything goes off and then it starts on its way back. Now we do have some loss because some of the sugarcane flies down there to the other side. But this flying machine, it comes right back and it's going to dock. Everything's going to go off. Let me get out of its way. See, everything goes off. It resets itself and it's just ready to fly again. And then, of course, the hoppers and everything go off and come back for the last time. Now, this thing is only operated a few times, and you can see it's filling up right now with what it picked up. This thing is going to be overpowered for this single player world. And so I don't know. We probably will just end up turning the thing off after it fills up. And but I wanted to build a little house up on the surface so that we have a place to send all of this sugarcane. I want it to go up into a little house up on the surface. Speaking of the surface, let's go up there, and I want to show y'all all of what it's dark. Can't go up there, it's dark. All right, speaking of the surface, it was just dark, so let's get out our sword, and that way in case of creeper, we don't want it to blow up on any of our stuff. I don't see any creepers. All right, and so the surface looks a little different. All right. Now I have there's been a lot of time in between that last take and this one. That last take y'all saw was like on Thursday of last week, and so I had a lot of time to come up in here and do some modifications to our surface, and I wanted it to look a little bit more jungly. All right, and so we've been doing a thing with the moss and with the little river system we have going on here, which is not really a river. Okay, this is going to be more like a maybe like a dammed river, like it's got a dam up on one side and it won't let the water out. And so that's kind of what we're going for, is a little bit more stagnant, more like a oddly shaped pond, if you will. Now over here we don't have as much going on yet because I plan on doing a little bit more building. But as you can see, you see all the moss, all the grass, and all that stuff kind of going up over there. We're going to build up a lot more trees over there as well. But you can see the farm. You can see my intent for the farm. So you can see the how I wanted to make the bamboo farm, or the sugarcane farm, visible. All right, and this is exactly how I had planned on doing it over here on this side, but it didn't happen because between the rails not wanting to do the right thing, and then the flying machine not wanting to do the right thing. I mean, I wanted to mention that one thing that you want to make sure that your rail system goes in the same direction as the sun. All right, so your rail systems all need to go east to west. If you have a rail pickup system that's more than one wide, you have to put that thing up east to west or west to east, and because north to south, then things automatically connect east to west, and they will not stay connected. So anyhow, all right there said, and then our flying machine. This flying machine will work in either direction, okay? But the rail system that you're going to use to pick that up, let's not do that. Let's only have one bush there. All right. I'm trying to do that there. I'm trying to tone down the bushes and stuff just a little bit. I came through and bone meal. All right, for the bone meal, if you want to know how I did this and how I kept it kind of sparse looking and mixed and all that stuff, basically I would come through with the bone meal and I would hit the grass first, right? And then that would grow up all the little grass blocks, and then I would come in and bone meal a piece of moss, and that would put the moss in between the grass. All right, and that's how I got all of these different little patches and stuff like that to grow up, how it's kind of scattered and sparse and mixed in. So I think that looks really, really good. And I'm very pleased with this farm. This farm turned into way more than it originally was supposed to, and it takes up a lot more space. But that's fine because we have a lot more space to do things. Now, again, like I said, there is going to be a building right here. Okay, there's going to be a building right here that I'm going to put up, and that's going to be where our sugarcane is going to be stored. That way we don't have to go down inside of our farm to do any kind of harvesting or anything like that. Plus, I want to be able to reach in and turn the sugarcane farm off, and there is a switch somewhere up in this area that I can do that with. Okay, so we gotta figure that out. If I dig it up, and it's right on top of that. Right there it is, the redstone lamp. Look, I found it. It's right there. All right, so right there. Now that is the switch. All I have to do, I can actually turn the farm on. I can actually turn the farm on with that switch, and then I can also turn it off permanently with that switch. So anyhow, that operates that observer right there below, and that's what triggers the entire farm. So that's really cool. I found it first dig. All right, so what do y'all think about the farm here? Y'all let me know what you think. Do y'all like how we did the river system? Do you not like it? Now, there is more to be done with this, okay? You can see it kind of goes off in this direction. I do have a plan for tying this in with another build over on the other side and everything. So this will actually turn out really, really cool. So y'all tell me what you think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Did I go overboard? I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and my name is Preacher, and if I don't see you again, I hope to see you in heaven.